today, and
Yeah.
so I'm still trying to make sure I say Slovenia, not Slovakia. I'm
Oh,
trying not to
please.
make. Uh,
It's yeah, I don't know how to help you on that because that's a very normal, very common error. Everybody says like, okay, it's like, no, I don't get it. What's with Slovakia? What do we? It's not known. It's the same as Slovenia. Like Slovenia is a tiny country and so on, but it's the tourism is it's great here. So I thought that
oh
people would
wow!
know better about it. Yeah, I won't lie that 10 years ago I had no idea about Slovenia. I didn't
Yeah,
even
I
know it was located on the map. Okay, I'm sorry for all my geography teachers, but I really couldn't remember. So yeah, basically, it's a very tiny country. It's located in the heart of Europe. It's on the left side we have Italy, up we have Austria and Hungary, and the right side we have Croatia. So
okay.
yeah, it's very, very well located, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah. It's easy to get from here to anywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Slovenia. I guess Slovakia has the vampires, isn't it? Where like Transylvania.
No. That's Romania.
That's Romania. Okay.
Yeah. The Dracula thing in Transylvania is Romania. Yeah.
Oh, Romania. Okay.
Romania. I see where you're going there.
I'm trying to understand.
Trying hard, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Slovenia
right.
is known basically by nature, and stuff like that, because it's a tiny country that has everything. That's mountains, lakes, that's a little bit of sea. So people here are very proud of it, and it's a really beautiful country too, and very safe.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've only been to Italy. I've been to Italy and South France and London, UK, and Amsterdam. I think that's it in Europe.
You haven't been in Paris yet?
Never been to Paris. just Nice. I was in the South France. Like I took the train Nice and Monaco.
Yeah. It's a cool trip though.
Yeah, it was fun. There was strikes. I was always a strike. So the train stopped and I couldn't take the train. I had to wait for the strike to finish. Yeah, I remember that.
Cool. How long ago was that?
2003.
Okay. long time ago.
I remember, there was no phones, no internet. You had to go to like an internet cafe at like
the maps, right?
Yeah, the paper maps.
Man, that's amazing. Actually, those are good times.
Yeah.
Nowadays, if your phone has no battery, then you already panic. So it's great.
Yeah, right. We're just stuck to these phones.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we just want to get. I mean, we feel like we already started, but you want to just? I'll just kick it off. I think we're rolling. We're gonna start streaming now.
Yeah, cool.
And I'll start the intro.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. I think we're live. Michael on our team. He's streaming this right now, so we're just rolling here. Okay. Thank you everybody for. I don't know if you're watching live or recorded. Fernanda is also an audio podcast listener. I know a lot of us are listening, but we have video and we have live, so you might be seeing us on Facebook or YouTube or iTunes. But thank you for choosing to listen to our show. And honestly, I'm excited. An old friend, and she's a very experienced businesswoman, and we're gonna have a fun conversation. Fernanda Tisserant. I hope I said it correct.
Yes? Pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay. And she's an international B2B import export expert. I met her in Shenzhen, China, back 2000 and 8, 9, 10 or so, and she's now in Slovenia. And she's doing trade between Slovenia and South America. Believe you're Brazilian, right? Born in Brazil. Yeah, Brazilian. And you've studied Chinese. I think that's what you were doing a lot. You're doing China studies when we had met, and you're a CEO and founder of D Trade Company, and you're also doing some sustainability talk for the developing markets, which we'll talk about today, and just really doing business development and also commodities trading and many amazing things. So thanks so much for making it on our show today, Fernanda.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah. So let's get started. How did this start? Where in Brazil are you from? Like, it's a beautiful country. I almost made it once, but you're.
Well, I'm actually from south of Brazil. The name of the city is Curitiba. I don't know if any of you actually ever heard about it. But it's kind of the Europe from Brazil, because a lot of immigrants from Europe went there after the war. So I'm basically half French, half Italian. So being here in Europe's not such a big of a change for me, like culture saying, right?
All right.
No. So I actually started in 2009. I never actually had experience with trading before. I actually had a friend of mine that was in China, and they needed an export manager for the company, and he trusted me. The last person that they went there, how trading is, right? Once you have the contact, it's hard. Like once you have the supplier, if you just give the supplier to everybody, it's not like that. It's a process. You go there, you choose the supplier carefully, you go for visits to see if they produce well. It's a whole work behind a good product, right? Sure. So the last person that worked there, I think they had problems with that. And they just say, okay, are you up to it? I had some experience with selling, but not really with trading. So I basically started everything from scratch there. Wow. Yeah, I had no education on it whatsoever. So I really learned on the go.
Great.
So it's really hard because you really have this responsibility on your back, and you need to study at the same time, and you need to deal with the clients. So it's a lot of things at the same time. And I think today I work very well under pressure because of that, I guess. Because pressure is actually a motivation for me,
That's great.
Yeah. So that's how it started, actually. And then I never stopped.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going, which is why I'm so happy to have you share with us today. Yeah. And so then you spent time in China, and like you said, and how did you get to Slovakia then?
Slovenia.
Yeah, I knew I was going to do that.
Slovenia was a long story, let's say. I met someone in China, and we fell in love. And I decided then to move here after a few years together. That unfortunately didn't work, but I'm still here because I really like the country. For now, it's okay. I don't really. I could be anywhere, but right now it really fits me. Slovenia, it's a tiny country, it's safe, it's beautiful. Wow. I have my business just going well.
Great.
Well, people can come here and visit me. I'm happy to show them the city. So
I might take you up on that.
That's awesome. You're invited, Mike. Please just come.
I think we have some people, in a networking room, and also in Europe. Maybe they can come visit you. So I'm gonna look it up on the map, but so you're trading. I know B2B trading. So you're working with China mostly, supply side, and Yelena's here, and Yelena's in Serbia. So maybe,
cool. Yeah, very close to you. That's true.
Yeah, we'll get you in a networking soon. We can connect. And she was also in Shenzhen too for a while. And so let me see here. So now the business is trading. It's China to Europe? You have South America too, or what kind of deals are you doing? Like what kind of trading are you doing?
Sorry, Mike, I didn't hear you well because there's some construction going on outside. So I just
no problem. I was just saying. So, like, what kind of trading are you doing? Like niches or locations, or you're global? Like, is it?
I'm global. Yeah, I'm global. I trade with basically the whole world, to be honest.
Awesome.
I work in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, US, Brazil, Colombia, Mexico, Japan, Australia. In
Wow.
Europe, I trade with Belgium, Romania, Slovenia, Portugal, and maybe I'm missing something, but I think that's it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, Netherlands too. Sorry, Netherlands. My Netherlands
Wow.
clients.
Very.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Very. Very impressive. So how does that? How do I don't know if you want to share how do you do these deals? Like how do you make these deals kind of happen? Maybe we can learn.
Well, basically, it's networking, right? I meet my clients through networking in fairs or something that I like that you go for networking, or just because you're there to search new clients or search new suppliers. Most of them were in fairs, or they are friends of already clients of mine.
Got it.
In South America, it's a country that you cannot just go in a fair and find a client. That doesn't happen. So it's basically you need to be, somebody needs to recommend you, right?
Okay.
So that's how my business there work. Somebody had business with me. They like the product. They like the follow up. They like the service. And then they just pass the word to somebody else. Then these people contact me, and so on and so forth.
Awesome. Okay, got it. And then let's learn from this. So you're doing is TT business trading I'd love to just learn how can people learn what how could you help some people wanting to do what you do or want to do B2B trading?
I would recommend them now to start like I am actually getting in the sustainability side of it, right? Which is basically seeing which countries need help and try to bring them some way that they develop themselves. It's not nowadays you need to see a company not just profit, not just as a profit side, but also the impact towards they call it ECGs, which means environmental, social, and governmental, right? So you need to see, the value of your company is not just in the profit you take, but also what you bring to the society, what kind of damages you're not doing to the environment. So that's something new that's coming up, and it's going to be really important for now on, because UN has an agenda for 2030. They have few sustainable development goals, what they call it, which are 17 points that companies need to work towards, right? For instance, if you do some work to, I don't know, to clean the seas or to help poverty to be, extinguished from the world. We are in 2020, right? And you still have people dying of hunger, which is completely absurd, right? And we as companies, our individuals, we need to do something towards that. We cannot just think as individuals, hey, I'm here, my life's great. No, we need to bring something to the world too. So that's actually what I'm doing now.
Okay.
I'm developing projects, right? That together with my amazing team, which we basically bring solutions to governments and to communities that need to develop, right? And instead of just bringing them a product or something, we are bringing them the way of doing it, right? So they produce and then consume in this area, so the rich stay there and they can develop, and it's a cycle, right? That's how we actually erase poverty.
That's great.
Yeah, and also how we enrich countries too. Doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a poor country or a undeveloped country like Europe. Okay, we have undeveloped countries here, but most of the countries here, they are pretty well on their feet, right? Mm-hmm. So and we have examples, for instance, in Barcelona, which they develop all this inner trading, let's say, So it's basically what my advice to people that are starting now with trade is to go to small communities, see what they need. If either is technological improvement, something like that, because I think more and more electronics are being very well done in China and much more imported too.
Okay.
So yeah, like if you were starting now, I would just recommend that, to see to all these points, also the sustainability, not just the profit side, because this will also bring their company to spotlight. They're doing something for the world and so on.
That sounds great. So I think, we're chatting before the recording, and Trade for Aid, is that what it's called?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
that's an initiative from the World Trade Organization. And that's what they basically is what I said. They see which are the problematic areas, right? They go there and they develop trading. So, for instance, in Africa, right, they have a lot of these very isolated, very empowered, not tribes, let's say communities, right? But they have products there, they have, colors or, some kind of jewelry, and they are starting to make business out of that, right? I have one company that's from Thailand. It's a very small community there. They have 10,000, 12,000 people, and they do these hammocks, with natural fibers, and now what we did is basically we inject some investment there. So they have, they have now money to do the company, and they can actually export these hammocks, and we do all this work behind that. We made the website, we give them all this acceleration of the business, right? Which is basically showing them how to show themselves to the world, because they have no clue. They don't know how to do a website. They don't know how to show their product. So what we're doing is basically we show the background story of it, how a person that's buying this hammock is actually helping this community to grow, to develop, and also is a sustainable thing because it's something natural from there. They're not, a devastating force or anything. So it's something that helps everybody, right? And you buy something like that is much better than buying something from Walmart, right? And having because I don't mean that Walmart's not doing some sustainable steps, right? But for sure, hammocks are not from Thailand.
I love it. So then it's like a complete package. So a community, like let's go with this hammock thing then. So they come to your company. They maybe they have no way to get online. They have no way to get what they need done, and you can help them do everything. Get the company, get the website, get customers,
get investments from different companies, right? That want to invest in sustainable businesses, right? So what we are actually doing now, me and my team, we're doing a platform where we have all these projects. They are all based on these 17 sustainable development goals that I told you from the UN. And we, if their projects are not really, they don't really apply to the 17 SDGs, we actually try to polish them and make them look fit to put in our platform, right? So we have like an audit group that will do all that, right? And as soon as the project's there, we have our investors, right?
Yeah.
And invest in the project. Yeah.
Awesome. Wow, that does sound really, really awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for more now? Investors or investment?
For investors, investors. Like people that want to put their company towards those causes, right? To make a better world for us, actually.
Yeah, it's true. We need that.
Yeah.
And so there's the 17 points from the UN that by 2030 they have their KPI. And then is the UN helping? I guess they must help, right? Or they're
of course. Yeah, they do totally. I mean, we have people involved that are within UN, so they really help us on that. Not just with context, but also this area needs this area needs that, this area has a very good project. So they handpick things, to show us, and we can deliver that to investors then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so for people tuning in, how they could work with your company to get involved both on all these different ways? Like, how could people help you?
Well, actually, the profile person that be good to connect would be people that either they want to invest, right, or they have, I don't know, anything that can add up to this cause. There's so many different types of companies that can add to it, right?
Sure.
Software companies, trading companies, because then you bring the products that this community needs. Imagine you apply there this project and they don't have a mobile phone or a computer. You need them to supply all these things, right?